This was our first year piloting the program. We did 2 cohorts or 2 sessions around the issues of social justice. I did a lot of recruiting. We had room for 20 for each session. We were able to have high school seniors and then also college-age students.
I became interested in the Institute when I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, a summer class, I don't know. Okay, social justice, I don't know much about it. Reading more into it and going to talk to Brother Pat about it just sold me on it. I was in good hands with Brother Pat.
A typical day, we would have a 3-hour class on the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching.
And then we had a second part where we visited a site related to the topic.
So for example, when we looked at food scarcity, we spent the afternoon at Catholic Charities of West Tennessee. Our first session, we packed over 4,000 meals, and our second session, we packed over 7,000. We visited places like Temple, Israel, to get the Judaic perspective of social justice. We went to Church Health. We had a pediatric oncologist from St. Jude. We went to Slave Haven Underground Railroad. So it wasn't just learning theory, it was doing some hands-on experiences for the students too that just made things much more real for them.
Visiting those sites touched me more than a textbook would ever. Reading it and actually doing it, it's 2 different things. And that program really put those 2 things together.
The McLaughlin Social Justice Institute. It's named in honor of Brother Terrence McLaughlin. He's very humble, so he doesn't speak much about what he did at CBC in 1962, 1963. Shortly into his tenure, he receives a letter from a young 8th grade boy, Jesse Turner, who happens to be African American. And he's applying for admission to the high school division.
If you look at Memphis back in the early 60s, it was steeped in segregation, both by law and by custom. Mom had applied in August of 1962, and I was accepted. So those were dangerous times. And here we are in Memphis, Tennessee, at a small all-boys school, and Brother Terrence says, come on. And for him to take that act of courage at that time, I think is actually phenomenal and courageous.
He stood by his principles, he never compromised his integrity, and that's something that, as we move through this institute, that I think young people really want to be a part of.
To me, he dropped a stone in the water, and the ripples continue to go, generation after generation, and there were ripples then, and the ripples continue to this day. And that alone, I think, is a good reason for the Justice Center to be named after him.
He's been like a hero. He's been like a hero to me. I don't know, I feel blessed. I feel CBU is blessed to have a man of his caliber.
Meeting Brother Terrence was beautiful. When asked about allowing a person of color to come to CBU, he said he was not a hero, that he just did what needed to be done.
The students, I think, were transformed in a way that I never anticipated. They saw a much deeper look into all those injustices or inequities that exist not only in this part of the country, but throughout our world. We're going to have a lot of success moving forward on an annual basis.
I would like to thank the brothers, in specific Brother Pat, for allowing me to have this experience and for touching not only our mind, but our hearts as well.
Brother Terrence, thank you for being you. Thank you for what you've done in my life and in the life of Memphis and for our city and nation going forward. And enjoy your 100th birthday. You've earned it.
So Ter, I just want to thank you for all you have done for me as a student, as a brother, as a community member, but also for Christian Brothers University and Christian Brothers High School. Clearly, your legacy will live on and on. You have been such an inspiration to me, and I know it will continue because of the experience we had this past summer with the 44 young men and women that participated in the Institute. So thank you, Ter.